Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Jolted JNL podcast. I'm your host, Jennifer Nicole. I am beyond ecstatic to have the one and only 10X queen herself, billionaire empire builder, Miss Elena Cardone on the podcast today. She has transformed so many lives, not only hers, but then she's just passed the baton of motivation and inspiration to so many, and even into her real estate empire. She's up to 12,000 units. She's the queen of her empire. She has designed, constructed, and protected a life outside the ordinary. She has inspired a legion of followers to create their very own empires, lives that are truly fulfilling and beyond the average. She counts her current job as her most important one, Chief Family Officer, where she is a loving mother, a fierce wife, and loyal friend. I am so grateful to have her on the show and also to have her as my eXp wonderful sponsor in real estate. Elena, welcome.
Oh, wow. What a wonderful introduction. Thank you so much for having me, Jennifer.
My pleasure. I've been in the industry for 20 years. I met a lot of important people, and I have to say, I'm so impressed with your dedication, passion, hard work ethic, but also you really showcased your dedication of being a loving mother and wife. And that's what really impresses me. So I want to thank you personally for your time. I know how much it takes out of someone to do what you do. So I respect you. Hats off to you. And we're going to jump right into it. You take this passion that you have, this 10X energy into your real estate empire. We talked about in the intro, 12,000 units already. I think you have over, 700 or plus agents underneath you at eXp. Needless to say, eXp Real Estate is really taking over. You are a billionaire empower builder, and you're so passionate and excited about eXp. That's what really impresses me. There's so many benefits and features to this real estate business model. Just to name a few, which do you find the most attractive that made you want to join and start building your real estate empire with eXp?
Well, the thing that in addition to the commission, that's an
Mhm,
80-20 split, and then you get to
mhm.
go to 100% once you cap with
Right?
EXP. The things that attracted me the most were the two additional streams of income, which is one, you have the opportunity to have equity ownership in a company that you work for. So the agent actually gets to be the owner.
Yes.
So it's not a franchise. They don't work for somebody. They're not paying fees to never own a piece of the company. So there's
Mm,
ownership. It's a sense of pride. It's a legacy when you actually, because EXP is a publicly traded company. So they benefit and reward the agents with stock awards. You can also opt in and purchase stock awards at a 10% discount with each commission that you make. So this was really important to me because as an agent,
yes.
it's different. You're going to treat your work different when you own it. It's like you can relate it to an Airbnb. When you go stay in an Airbnb, someone wants to trash it,
Uh-huh.
and somebody wants to work for another company, they trash it. But when you
Right.
own the
Yes.
Airbnb, you're going to treat it differently, and you're going to actually invest your time, energy, and resources. It's a legacy play. You can leave and will those stocks to your children or next of kin. I like that because I understand that the way to create wealth isn't from earned income. You
Mm-hmm.
can earn your way to rich with your commissions, but
Right.
you can't earn your way to true wealth. So
Yes.
by having the equity ownership in the form of stocks, you can actually earn your way to wealth. The
Yes.
next avenue is the revenue share portion, where EXP is willing to
Mm-hmm.
give you and bonus you and reward you for bringing in other producing agents into the organization. If you do that and you grow the business, which grows
Yep.
your stock, then
Right.
EXP is going to pay you every single time until they cap a piece of that commission, not
Yes.
from their side, but from the EXP side. So that is another bucket.
Yes.
That is a
Mm-hmm.
monetary,
Mm-hmm.
that is a financial bucket every single month based on the people that you brought in and their production. EXP monthly will deposit money into your
Wow.
bank account as a reward and as a way of saying, thank you for bringing business into the organization. That's willable.
Wow.
That's
That's,
not earned income. That's
yeah,
leveraged income, but that's not direct earned income. That's not
right.
you hitting the phones. That's you being rewarded for attracting, for being a good agent
Wow.
yourself and bringing other good agents in under you. And that is what excited me, because that's how you build empires. Empires are built with
Yes.
people. You know,
Yes.
everyone has this false narrative about, oh, I'm going to be a solopreneur, I'm going to do it all on my own. You can't do it
That's
on your
right.
own. An empire has never been built alone. You need people. And so this model is an opportunity for people to pool
Mm,
with each other.
yes.
Say, hey, I'm going to hold myself accountable and produce so that you can get paid. And it spreads, and we've
Yes.
all pooled our resources. So if I'm in a slow or shifting market and I haven't quite adjusted to
Mm-hmm.
the pivot fast enough, I still have an organization of
Right.
over 700 people
Ooh,
that I can depend on during my perhaps lean moments until I've gotten myself up to par to where I can be slamming in the commission. So it's realtors really coming together to support other realtors to actually
yes.
create wealth through real estate.
Absolutely. So powerful. I mean, I want to sign up again after hearing that. So impactful. And you know what? I know that you get pitched and presented all the time, different business opportunities, but you and Mr. Cardone are business savvy veterans, knowledgeable. So when you saw this business model with Glenn Stanford, you saw the light bulbs going off. And I'm so glad that you did, because then you then equally liberated so many other real estate agents to help them have the legacy, to be able to have it be willable. You're changing families' lives by helping them be financially free. And that leads me to the next question. You know, many realtors get their license to be financially free. They have the whole picturesque vision of, we're going to, be looking at these beautiful mansions and being able to have my own hours, but then it ends up being like a gerbil on a wheel going nowhere fast, and you're working so long and you're not getting the traction. But that shifted, as you already mentioned in your answer. There's so many different revenues, three buckets. It's willable, stock equity. But let me ask you this one. People might be asking, well, how do I join? This is what I also love about eXp, and maybe you as the expert here can really explain the low barrier to entry to becoming an eXp agent, and to really kind of simplify it for us, and that it doesn't take thousands of dollars to join, or countless hours of XYZ, but it really is a low barrier to entry. Please share us how we can join.
Yeah, so you can join
Mhm,
EXP for $150. It's
mhm.
$85 a month, which includes all of your tech support. We can get into all of that later. But in no other business can you tell me where you have the opportunity to buy a business for $150. If you want to go buy a franchise of any sort, it's going to cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars. You have an opportunity with the EXP model to buy a business that you could potentially build out to make millions of dollars a year for $150 without extensive training. You don't need 4 years of college. You
Mhm.
need to get through your real estate course here in America. In some parts, in some, EXP is open in 22 countries. Some countries you don't even need a real estate license. So the barrier to entry, to have that, I would not have gotten into this model. I was
Mhm.
not interested.
Mhm. Yeah,
I don't run. I
yeah,
back the
yeah,
man who runs a
yeah.
multi-billion-dollar enterprise here at Cardone Enterprises. But I would never have left that model to come work for a company where I'm just making commission. If this model didn't have the opportunity for
Mhm.
realtors to actually be able to have a return on investment,
Oh,
ROI. Okay, on a commission, you are not getting a return on,
that's
you
right.
know, an ROI.
Yeah,
You are
yeah.
getting a one-time payout. But this, if you invest and you make a phone call to
Yeah,
your brother, sister, mother in another state or someone in another country, and they happen to be a producer,
yeah.
you can get, an actual return on investment by building out your organization. Now, everybody does not need to do this that comes into
Right.
EXP. Some people have zero interest in
Uh-huh.
attracting, recruiting. That's not their model. And that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But it's there if they want to do that. There are people, it is few, I will say that, but
Mm-hmm.
there are people in eXp right now that are making
Yes.
$1 million a month because they have built a 10,000, 12,000 person organization. But imagine you invest 4.5 to 5 years
Mhm.
into this. Is that now worth
Right.
it to now receive $1 million a month? That's ROI. You're not going to
Ooh,
get that on a commission base. That's legacy.
I
That's
love it.
empire building. And that's the only reason why I joined this, because I saw and I see an opportunity for everyone to create
Yes.
success through this model. Okay, not
Yeah.
everyone can go be a Tom Cruise. Not
Right,
everyone
right,
can
right,
go
right,
be a LeBron James or be on a football team or an incredible
right,
athlete.
right.
Okay? I
Mm-hmm.
mean, but anyone who's willing to learn the business of real
Yes.
estate and who can scrape up $150
Yes.
and invest a little time, energy, and resources into
Yes.
improving their craft and getting around the right people has
Yes.
the potential
Mm-hmm.
to earn $1 million a month. That's 12 million a year. If you want to take it that high, okay? If you don't have those kind of expectations, fine, bring it down. You
Right,
could
right, right.
make on a minimal scale, minimal 5,000 a month. What family in America would not benefit from an additional $5,000 a month? That would have
Absolutely.
been a massive game changer from the way I grew up.
Oh,
That
me
would
too.
have been the
Mm-hmm.
difference between living paycheck to paycheck to really thinking we were wealthy. And it's
Yes.
my first check with eXp was $600. That's $600
Yes.
I was
Yeah.
so excited about. I
Yes.
called my friend Claudienne. I said, Claudienne, I made $600. And she was confused. She said, why is this billionaire excited about
You
$600?
saw it. Yeah.
And I said, Claudienne, you don't get it.
Yes.
$600 in a month when I was growing up would have meant the
Mm-hmm.
difference of living paycheck to paycheck with my
Absolutely.
parents in fear to, wow,
Facts.
we can provide
Mm.
for the family. And that's when I saw that the model works.
Yes.
This
Mm-hmm.
works. Anyone can do this model. And then I said, okay,
Powerful.
I have what it takes to be the woman behind the thousands. I
Mhm.
have what it takes with the support, with
Yes.
the infrastructure, for the
Yeah.
people that want to help themselves, for the people that actually just need to understand and learn and
Yeah.
are willing to invest in themselves
Yes.
and pivot,
Yes.
learn, they can do it.
I love it. Yeah.
And now, just for the record, minimum, I make 20,000 a month.
Hallelujah. I mean,
So,
really, is everyone out there listening? Miss Cardone sees the numbers coming in. She sees it herself, facts. People are making up to, I mean, in extreme cases, $1 million a month. And this is huge. And then also you see, I mean, you're preaching to the choir. You're pulling at my heartstrings. I was raised on food stamps. I wore hand-me-downs. I know what it feels like to struggle. I'm never going back there. A little hard work, a little effort, being around the right people. You can be financially liberated, and that's what you're providing here to so many. And again, I mean, you were giving me goosebumps and
well,
chills of positive
and
energy
Jennifer,
listening to you. Mhm.
this model is, it really is ideal. And I have a really, you're talking about heartstrings. I have a soft place in my heart for women.
Yes.
And I know how difficult it can be for us out there. This is the perfect model for women that have children, that are single
Yes.
parents, single moms out there. They don't have to report to an office.
That's right.
They can work out of an office of their home.
That's right.
It's ideal.
Yes.
This
Yes.
is ideal
It
for
really
women
is.
to get into this industry, and in particular in this model.
Absolutely. That leads me to the next question. You kind of teased the topic of the virtual world. We're living in the cutting edge, innovative technology age. And this is why we don't have the brick and mortar offices. Why do so many agents find this beneficial that they have the virtual workplace with EXP?
Well, we love the virtual workplace because you can go in and have access to the brokers, to have your questions answered.
Yeah.
You can access your sky slope where you keep your contracts, or your
Mm-hmm.
the lead
Yeah.
generation. That's, what is it
Yeah.
called?
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
the
Lead generation.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
But there's a word. Hold on one sec.
Yeah.
um, I don't know what the CRM.
Yes.
All that
Yes.
spacing out on
Yep.
that word,
That's
but where
right.
you can access it.
Yeah.
You see,
Yes.
why is this so beneficial? Because now I can work on my own hours.
Yeah.
Imagine how
Wow.
much I can get done by saving the time of having to drive to work 30 minutes, 45 minutes in some cases, depending on your city,
Yep.
stuck in traffic, getting to work, having to stop at a gas station, put $8, $6 gas in my car to go back and forth, have the stress of the traffic, being late, when I can spend the extra 2 hours travel time, hour and a half, working, making phone
Absolutely.
calls, following up. Uh,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? It's
Absolutely. It really just rings true with me. The virtual workplace is the cutting edge. It's the future. And like you said, Ms. Cardone, you're saving time, money, energy, not having to commute back and forth.
stress. I
And
get
I just,
so stressed out in traffic. That
I
alone,
know.
I'm like, hallelujah.
Yes, it really does help, especially being a busy wife and mother. We get to do so much more, max out our time. I love being able to work in my home office and have my husband and kids in the other side of the house. And it just is, it warms my spirit that we can have it all. That's what you stand for. And speaking of that, I am not here to, make other real estate agencies seem inferior, but I did come from another real estate agency, and I was so excited to come to EXP because my personal testimony was that I got so much support. That leads me to the next question. In the short amount of time that I've been an EXP agent, I can say hands down, I've received countless workshops, training, support, live calls. It's been outstanding. Tell us why that is so important, because I see real estate agents get all excited, then they go into the real workplace, they fizzle out fast because they're not supported. Why is the community, the constant trainings, the coaching, everything that it's inclusive with the $85 a month at EXP, why is it so important with this relentless support that EXP offers their agents?
Well, because the market shifts. The
Yes.
conversation that we're having today isn't
Yep.
the conversation we had 6 months ago. You
Right.
have
Right.
to stay relevant. You have to stay
Yes.
ahead. You have to stay connected. You know, it's one thing to get rah rah motivated and go out into the
Uh-huh.
real world, get punched a few times, and all of a sudden you're not motivated and rah rah. But if you have a continuous group that you
Right.
can continue to come back of, learn,
Mm-hmm.
adjust, adapt, be empowered, be around like-minded people. You go on the outside and you get around too many small-minded people
Mm.
who are happy just the way things are, who are actually going to tell you to retreat and to withdraw in a shifting a market economy. That's the wrong data. You come around
Yep.
people that are like, now's the time to pour on the fuel,
Yep.
now's the time to do more. But you're
Yes.
not going to get that inspiration if you're not connected to the right people.
Yes, absolutely. And you know what? You're only as good as the people you surround yourself with. And what I've seen is that you have a winning team, and it all goes down to support in real time, leading to the next
It's
question.
strength in numbers.
Yes, absolutely. And what I loved also about becoming an EXP agent, I noticed that I was getting support in real time. And the ongoing classes, 50 hours a week for agents, covering tips on sales, listings, lead gen, social media, XYZ, it's all there for you to take. It's like an endless buffet, and you can go in and get more servings and more servings of support. Tell us why it's also important to get this, support in real time, meaning the IT professional isn't accessible. That was one thing I had to deal with when I was out in another agency, that I couldn't get support instantly. Tell me why the virtual workplace, the instant support, is good for the team spirit, for someone that really wants to get out there and make some big financial gains and waves of success in their real estate career.
Look, you can do this on your own. Like
Hmm.
I said, the solopreneur, you can try to
Yep.
figure it out on your own. If you
Yep.
have goals and dreams, you better tack on a decade, maybe more, to actually
Yes.
being able to achieve what you want to achieve. If you
Right.
have goals and you're doing it alone and trying to figure it out alone, like
That's
you,
right.
I suggest in the real world, you wake up and look at like, oh no.
Yes.
But you have an opportunity when you get support, show active interest in the success of you. You get around other people who show active interest in the success of you, who want you
Yes.
to win, who want the whole of our organization to win, who wins when you
Yes.
win. You understand? Now you're
Yes.
coming around a group of people
Mm-hmm.
who legitimately win.
Yes.
Stocks go up, revenue share goes up, legitimately win when you
Wow.
win. It's not a competitive market. It's
That's
not,
right.
I want to try to cut this person out because I'm trying to get it.
Oh,
Now it's a supportive, show active interest in the success of. I want to see you get that deal. I want to help you. I'm going to tag on that. I'm going to, you know what I'm saying?
yes.
If you have an army of people pushing the boulder up the hill,
Wow.
what are the chances the boulder will make it up the hill versus you at the bottom
Yes.
of the hill alone with the boulder? When I
Wow.
get weak or
Uh-huh.
fatigue out, I got an army of 700 people pushing the boulder. How many people
Mm.
think you could get further, faster, farther ahead with a group than you can yourself? So that is the importance of support. We
Wow.
have it here for the agent who needs to tap in.
Yep.
It's here. All you
Great.
have to do is drink from the well.
Absolutely. And you know what? I got chills again. Your message is so impactful because you know what it feels like not to have, but you're like, it's all here. You know, you can tap into this, build your team. The resources are here, low barrier to entry. And the most important part is that after you start being successful in your real estate, you and your husband and everyone there at Cardone Enterprises have Cardone Capital, which is great. So with you making money as a real estate agent in eXp, you can then go and invest in Cardone Capital, which I feel is phenomenal because then you're going to, you're really truly teaching financial literacy where you're not working for the money, you're going to get the money to work for you. Tell us why many real estate agents there at eXp are transferring their commissions into Cardone Capital and thus becoming, and this is a powerful word, especially for my more mature woman, because then having assets and being an investor is sexy, thus becoming investors. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, that's the beauty of it all, and one of my big motivations behind all of this, seven women,
Mhm.
50 plus years old, keep 70% of their wealth in cash. Why do they do that? This is not me saying this. This isn't me guessing. They keep their money in cash for two reasons. One, men have not really geared their conversation towards women. And number two, women don't trust men. So they're not becoming sophisticated investors, which means they're losing millions of dollars because the cash is depreciating in value in the banks. It's going to nothing. So Grant and I got together with Cardone Capital. We allow people to invest, the ordinary people to invest in institutional grade assets. When I say that, I mean institutional, JP Morgan, Blackstone,
Yes.
um, the massive insurance companies. This isn't the little mom and pop. This isn't the wealthy chiropractor.
Right.
These are people having access to the
Mhm.
institutional grade assets that we have, that Grant has accumulated over the 30 years of being in the real estate business. So we'll take an apartment building that's 150 million to 200 million. The ordinary guy would never be in this type of asset. We give them the opportunity to come into this asset. They get their distributions monthly, if not quarterly, depending on how you come in. And, then we'll refinance, which is a, non-taxable event. So you get to keep all of your cash, non-taxable. You still have your position in the company, but you've gotten it all back. It continues to cash flow, and then we sell it, and it's a double or a triple. Don't quote me on that because, for regulation purposes, but I'm just telling you historically from what's happened in the past. So it gives us the opportunity to really be able to put somebody in an opportunity for generational wealth. This is
Love that.
generational wealth.
I love that.
And truly our greatest legacy play is to bring all the other quote unquote little people like Grant and I, both from Louisiana,
Yeah.
to give the little people like us an
Yes.
opportunity to play in the big leagues. And that's
Yes.
really one of my motivations for women, is to
Hmm.
really help not just protect their asset, but to grow it and expand it, and ensure that they leave their family with a legacy.
That is so huge. I want to personally thank you for opening up these doors of opportunity that would not be here otherwise, that you really are thinking of the underdog, the one that didn't have the opportunities, opening up these doors. And it's right here, everyone listening, for you to take action on. And this is so impactful. You're changing lives. And I have got two more questions. And let me tell you what, this has been one of my most enjoyable interviews because I'm feeling the power of the message that you're giving to everyone. You know, you are a woman of a vision, a visionary. What vision do you have for your eXp empire, for your eXp team? I'm very grateful to have you as my sponsor. You definitely are building this empire from your vision. Moving forward, where do you see the eXp empire and agents and in 2 years, in 5 years, and in 10 years?
Yeah, I intend to keep growing it, and I want to
Hmm.
have the most successful agents in my
Hmm.
organization. I want to have the most number. I know
Yeah.
we haven't elaborated on what an icon is, but an
Yeah.
icon in our an EXP is
Hmm.
the top, the highest level an agent can be, and there's certain things that they have to achieve to do that. I want to have the most icon agents. I want families to actually get
Yes.
financial freedom, like true financial freedom,
Thank
not
you.
what they originally thought it was, but
Yeah.
true financial freedom, true financial legacy. So I intend to grow it, build it out, help grow the biggest empire real estate
Yes.
wise, leading realtors to create true wealth through
Mm.
real estate.
Well, it's happening. It's happening. And last but not least, any closing final notes you want to give to our audience? I know that you're a dedicated wife, mother, billionaire, boss babe, empire builder. Any words of wisdom on how we can have it all? Because I was told you can't have it all, settle, you're dreaming too big. But no, I flipped it. I said, no, we can have it all. And obviously, you've cracked this code on having it all. We'd love to hear your insight, any kind of mindset coaching to leave us with that really proves to us that you're not just talking the talk, you're walking the walk, and the numbers are there, and that we can also have it all. Any words of wisdom from you?
Yeah, well, I just,
Hmm.
self-plugging here, but I just want to say, look, this book, Build an Empire, says how
Yes,
to have it all. Build an empire,
yes,
how to have it all.
yes.
It doesn't say not have it all. So I truly do believe that you can have it all. However,
Yes.
I do believe that if you want it all, what are you willing to give up in order to get where you want
Hmm.
to go? Are you
Yep,
willing to give up the small-minded people, the toxic relationships? Are you willing to give
that's
up
right.
bad habits? Are you and in exchange for putting self-enhancement time in,
Hmm.
learning, being around the right people, what are you willing to give up in order to get where you want to be? And you can have it all. You there's so much to that question. As you go,
Yes,
you figure out how to include more people who are going to
yes.
do what for you, so that you can include more people in having it all.
Wow,
So what
absolutely.
I would say, look, if you think you can, if you
Yeah.
think you can build an empire, then you can and you must. And the world needs more powerful women empire builders. And this isn't to exclude my guys out there. I'm a
Right,
huge,
right.
but I really believe the women, it's the decade of the woman. I said this in
Yes,
2020, it's the decade of the woman, and it's time for her to own her power, build her empire, change not only her life, but her partner's
yes.
life, her children's life, the community's life, and then we can actually go out and change the globe. And EXP is in 25, 22, 25. It grows every day.
Hmm. Uh-huh.
Countries
Wow.
where around the globe. So we have an opportunity as this EXP community to really build ourselves, our value, our empires, and we have that potential to reach people globally.
Yes.
You know, it's not just
Yes.
COVID that's contagious. This
Hello.
success is contagious. So we
Yes.
need to breed more success, more winning. When you're winning, there's love in your heart and there's not hate. We need to breed success. And this is the model that can
Yep.
help you get there. And I'm here, you're here to
Woo.
help
Let me tell you what, listen, that was such,
you must.
yes. And let me tell you what, you just gave me chills again. That was so powerful, motivational. If you did not get motivation from this interview with Miss Elena Cardone, check your pulse, because this was one of the best. Sharing is caring. Share out this message. We can change lives together. Someone out there needs to be impacted and have their timeline shifted to, I don't think I can do it, to yes, I can do it. We can help you. I'm so excited. For more information, please contact us on how you can join eXp. And again, I want to personally thank you, Miss Elena Cardone, for proving to us that you can have it all. You can be a dedicated wife, mother, and build your empire and make it fun and glamorous. So thank you so much for your time. I celebrate you as we all do. And until next time, smile and be well. Thank you so much.